Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this third video of our tutorial. So we managed to do this and then apply it to our HTML template. So what I want to do now is create an external JavaScript file. Go ahead and say touch public /app.js. So this will create this for us. So all our Java code will be here, JavaScript code will be in here. So I can go ahead and we won't need this. In fact, we won't need this whole part. So let's just, we will copy this when we need it, and then here let's link or reference the script source src equals to app.js, right, and then close. Okay, so this will get everything executed in here. So what we do need again is this. Go to our app on Firebase. So within our app we need this project settings, and then here you can see there are no apps in for your project, so we need this one for web. Click web and then register app, QA reporting, and then click register app. So it's gonna take a while, but this is your connection string to your database. You have your ID, you have your bucket, you have your URL and your app ID. So this is the script that I included earlier, firebase.app.js. So for now we need this will go here, right, and then continue to console. So we've added an app, a web app, to our project, so you can always come here to reference it. Here's my web key, my public name, and then project name, and all those other stuff. So for now this is added successfully. Now we can query the database. So our app is initialized. So the one thing we're gonna need to initialize is Firestore itself. So let's go ahead here and say constant say db is firebase.firestore, like this. So here let's just go ahead and split this to the right and get this function here. let's get this function here and paste it here. In fact, before we do this, let's just delete this. Alright, so we have this let's call this function pass fail chart, right? And then let it be a pie chart. Okay, and then the label here is failed versus past test cases. I don't know if it makes sense. And then come to the title, failed versus pass. Okay. So we need 5 functions. So let's copy this one, copy it 4 times. So and then another one here. So this will be test runs. So and then with test run, I'm gonna use polar area, and then on the label here you're gonna say number of runs per test case, and then here number of test runs. Okay, and then the next one should be failed reasons. So we're gonna need to know why our test case is failed. So this one is gonna be the horizontal bar, and then here we're gonna say something like average failing reasons per test case. I don't know, something like that. You can find a better description, so, or you can rather say common fail reasons. Alright, and then so this is the failed reasons chart, and let's just copy this. So for the last 2, we need execution time as well as most failed. Execution times, and then as well as, so this one is gonna be a bar graph. Let's just keep this one simple and say execution time, and then put a bit of description here. Average execution time per this is gonna be in seconds, so in seconds, right? And the last one, the very last one is gonna be most failed. So this is the most failed test cases. So this one is execution chart, most failed, and then most failed, let's just make it a line graph, and then here test cases failing the most. Descriptive enough? I don't know. And then here most failed test case. Okay, so now we have our functions to deal with our charts. So let's see if these are referencing the correct charts. So pass fail chart, okay. Test run is test run chart. It's supposed to be test run chart, okay. Failed reason, okay. Failed reason is this one. So let me just move this one here and this one here. So failed reason will be here, execution would be here, and finally most failed would be here. Okay, so our functions are done. So I think this as well. So now to add data to our functions, so we need to dynamically add data to this functions of ours. So let's add this one for this tutorial. Let's just add one and see. So what we'll need to do is, firstly we need to define our variables, right? And then so let's just go ahead and say document.eventListener. So this will just listen to when the document element is loaded. So go ahead and say DOM content loaded, and then event end. All right, so we're gonna work inside this event listener. So another thing, let me show you, let me remind you, Firebase documentation. So this is just to show you for referencing Cloud Firestore, get data. So this is how we get data. Just to remind you, if you have forgotten, this is how you get data. And then event listeners, your promise here, how you add data here, so everything that you need to, every operation you need to perform on this database, you can simply find it here on the documentation. So in case you have forgotten, maybe just a little reminder of how you can just query your database. So for now, what I need to do is this db.collection. So my collection is this bookings. So here we say bookings get, then okay, let's see, snapshot. Okay, so here is how I get my collection. So from here I can get a list of items within this query. So in order to get them, I will just say snapshot docs dot for each. So everything here is explained in that documentation. All right. And then so here get items, let's see, let items equals to doc dot data. Right, so we've got this list of documents inside our items variable. So what we need is, so for now we need pass and fail. So what we need is this, the status as well as the test case name. Yeah, so in order to get the status, var status items dot status. And then if items dot test case name, so if the document we're querying has a test case name, so we don't want these like these that don't have test case names. So we're gonna deal with these ones because these ones are results of actual test cases. So if it has this one, and then if the status is failed, status equals pass. If it's pass, else if it's failed. So we need our variable here for pass fail data. So just like how we created it here, we're gonna do the same here. So here is gonna be fail, and then here is gonna be pass, and our var pass fail no, this is data, this is data, this is labels. So we initialize the data to 0 0. Okay, so if it's pass, we're just gonna do a simple count. So if the status is pass, what we need to do is increment the pass data. So we increment this side of this array. So we'll say pass data, and then 1 equals pass int pass fail pass fail data, and then 1 plus 1, the same as we do with fail. So fail is the first one, which is 0, and then here is 0. Okay, and then here we can pass our chart. And say our labels, our data first, then our labels. right. So let's just go ahead and run this. Let's save our project locally. Okay, might have errors. So what seems to be the problem? Snapshot for each. So for each, it's like this. Okay. So this runs perfectly. As you can see, we have 4 past test cases and then 6 have failed. So this shows that everything runs correctly. So at least we can show this relationship on this video. So on the next video we'll try to show the rest. So at least now we can see we're going somewhere. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and then if you have a better way of doing something, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye for now.